Dear students, today we are going to discuss about transpiration. What is the meaning of transpiration? The loss of water from the aerial parts of the plant body in the form of vapor, that is called transpiration. The loss of water from the aerial parts of the plant body in the form of vapor is called transpiration. This transpiration mainly occurs in the stomata, of the leaves. That is transpiration. This transpiration is always mainly depend upon to the one concept that is known as SPAC. So SPAC means soil, plant, atmosphere, continuum. S for soil, P for plant, A for atmosphere, C for continuum. By means the water is absorbed by the plants from the root system and evaporated through the shoot system. Then after, when turn of the get back into the soil through the rains, that is the SPAC. Dear students, transpiration means the loss of water from the aerial parts of the plant body in the form of vapor is called transpiration. Transpiration is mainly occurs through the stomata in the leaves. This transpiration is always depend upon to the mainly one concept that is called SPAC. SPAC means soil, plant, atmosphere, continuum. By means the water is absorbed by the plants from the soil, by the root system, through the evaporate into the atmosphere, again through the shoot system, and which turn in get back to the soil through the rains. That is the SPAC. So these stomatas mainly occurs in the upper surface of the leaves and lower surface of the leaves, especially in dorsiventral leaf or dicotyledon plants. The greater number of stomatas are seen in lower epidermis, but in monocotyledons the stomatas are seen in both upper epidermis and lower epidermis is the equal. Generally, the PS of root, the PS of stem consists of only one type of epidermis, but the TS of dicot leaf and TS of monocot leaf containing two types of epidermis. One is upper epidermis, second one is lower epidermis. Upper epidermis is also present in stomatas, lower epidermis is also present in stomatas. But all dicotyledon plants or dorsiventral leaves, the greater number of stomatas are present in lower surface of the epidermis. But all monocotyledons are isobilateral leaf. The stomatas are present both upper epidermis and lower epidermis in the equal numbers. There is no change. Okay now. So next one here, coming to structure of stomata. This is a stomata structure. So the the stomatas mainly occurs in the surface of the leaves. Surface of the leaves. So, dear students, the stomata is always opening and closing to be depend upon to the turgidity of the guard cells. The turgidity of the guard cells. So, each stomata consists of 3 parts. So, first part are here stomata 4 or stomata apercute. Second part are here guard cells. Third part are here subsidiary cells. Subsidiary cells. So, dear students, each stomata containing smaller size of the pore or smaller size of the aperture. So, this pore is surrounded by 2 guard cells. This pore is surrounded by 2 guard cells. So, this is a one guard cell. This is a second guard cell. So, these 2 guard cells containing 2 wall layers. This is a outer wall layer. This is a inner wall layer. So, the guard cells of inner wall layer is always thick and elastic. The guard cells of outer wall layer is always thin and bulged. Thin and bulged. Okay, now thin and bulged. Inner wall is thick and elastic. Okay, now. So, 2 guard cells is surrounded by number of subsidiary cells. Number of subsidiary cells. But guard cells is always 2. 4 is always only 1. Okay, now. Generally, stomatas occurs mainly surface of the leaves, especially shown in leaves of the epidermal cells. The epidermal cells to be containing smaller size of the pores or smaller size of the aperture, that is stomata 4 or stomata aperture. So, this pore is surrounded by 2 guard cells. These 2 guard cells are similar in size to be appeared dumbbell in shape or bean in shape. Especially all monocotyledons, the guard cells to be appeared dumbbell in shape, but all dicotyledons, the guard cells to be appeared bean shape. This is a bean shaped of guard cells. So, how many guard cells are present in all dicotyledons, in all monocotyledons? Only 2. There is no change of guard cells. Guard cells is always protect of the stomatal pore. Protect of the stomatal pore. So, 2 guard cells is always providing a protect. And also, the stomata opening and closing mainly depend upon to the guard cells. The opening of the stomata and the closing of the stomata is always depend upon to the surrounding guard cells. Surrounding guard cells. Okay, now. So, these guard cells to be containing some cellulosic microfibrils. Some cellulosic microfibrils. So, these cellulosic microfibrils to be arranged on orientation. One orientation. These cellulosic microfibrils are seen in only guard cells. Only seen in guard cells. Okay, now. So, these 2 guard cells are surrounded by number of subsidiary cells. There is no change. Number of subsidiary cells are here, but guard cells are here. Only 2. But subsidiary cells are depend upon to the plant. Depend upon to the plant size. Depend upon to the plant size. Okay, now this is a structure of stomata. So, in generally, every stomata consists of mainly 3 parts. First part stomata 4, second part guard cells, third part subsidiary cells. Anyhow, the opening of the stomata and the closing of the stomata is always depend upon to the turgidity of guard cells. Turgidity of guard cells. Why? Because the stomata 4 is surrounded by guard cells. So the guard cells of outer wall layer is always thin and bulked. Inner wall layer is always thick and elastic. Thick and elastic. Okay now. This is a structure of stomata. Next we are going to stomata types. Stomata types. Stomata are of two types. First one is here photoactive stomata. Second one is here photoactive stomata. Right? First one is here photoactive stomata. Second one is here photoactive stomata. Photoactive stomata seen in all higher plants. What is the meaning of photoactive stomata? Okay now dear students, the stomata open during daytime and the stomata closing during night time in the presence of sunlight. In the presence of sunlight, that is called photoactive stomata. Next one here is photoactive stomata. Photoactive stomata are seen in all succulent plants. By means all xeropodic plants, especially cocti and bryophylla. What is the meaning of photoactive stomata? Dear students, the stomata opening night time and the stomata closing daytime in the absence of sunlight, that is called photoactive stomata. Once again, what is the meaning of photoactive stomata and photoactive stomata? Dear students, photoactive stomata. Stomata is open during daytime, but stomata is closed during night time in the presence of sunlight. That is called photoactive stomata. Given the example for all higher plants. Next we are going to scotoactive stomata. By means stomata is open during night time, but stomata is closing during daytime in the absence of sunlight. That is called scotoactive stomata. Given the example for succulent plants, especially some xeropodic plants such as cocti and bryophyllum. These are the two types of stomatas. One is photoactive stomata, second one is scotoactive stomata. So next we are going to transpiration is always dependent upon the external factors, such as transpiration is always dependent upon the temperature, light, humidity and wind speed. Plant factors affect on transpiration. Plant factors is also affect on transpiration. Mainly the number and distribution of stomata and the opened of stomata, the responsibility of water molecule, the taking of the soil water, and finally the root and shoot ratios. Okay now. So this is about transpiration and structure of stomata and how many types of stomata. Okay now, thank you.